Pharmantid by Paul Murdoch. Chapter 3. The Watch. Back in my hotel room, my mobile buzzes in the bed, and I see it's Bruno, so I pick her up. Evening. I can tell by his slurred reply that he's already starting to drink. Peter's in America. Really? I say. Really? He repeats. He's securing the final payment for the project. Your mystery special project, I say, looking out the window. I see the railway station and the silhouette of the feed mill in the distance. It's a dull evening, with thick grey clouds that partially cover the mountains to the north of Beaulieu. Look, John, I've been forced way out of the box on this one. You said, how far out of the box? I ask. He giggles. You need the Hubble telescope to see how far out. You're not making any sense, Bruno. I told Peter Miller that you're in, he says excitedly. And he was pleased because he's talking to the general that's financing the whole thing. What general? I ask. General Wayne Barry, he says. Peter has taken Harry Dunn with him. He would probably have taken you if he'd known you were in. I know that Harry Dunn's an ex-SAS guy, and right up his own arse. The US government is funding the project, explains Bruno. They want to see the parasite on Monday. But I'm not ready. What? I say. Tell them to wait. It's too late for that, says Bruno. They're sending some Marines over. Why? I ask. I think there are some scientists among them too, but... He tails off. He sounds frightened, as if he's cupping the phone. What kind of parasite are we talking about here, Bruno? Biological warfare is banned by the Geneva Convention. What are you on about? It's no more a biological weapon than a horse is or a dog is. He produces a nervous laugh. I've really pushed the boundaries, John. This thing can think for itself, adapt and change its structure when required. So you've produced an SSMP, I ask. Bruno gasps. Yes, I have. A safely self-mutating parasite. It doesn't sound as if it's particularly safe, I say. But the line's gone dead. Fletcher has been his usual know-all pain in the ass downstairs. He's changed his hotel room twice and is now complaining because he's left his corn diamond-encrusted watch back at the research station. Are you sure it's not in your case? I ask. Look, son, it's in your research station and I want it back tonight. The plan is to drive them down the A9 to our headquarters in Perth on Saturday. We'll give them Friday night in Inverness, where we'll probably end up at the Fox Karaoke Bar, after a posh dinner at the Glenburn. I usually enjoy these nights, but I'm dreading a night in Inverness with Fletcher. If you let me send it on to you, I'll be back in the States before you are, I say calmly. Fletcher moves closer. That's no good, son. If I get home and my wife sees that her $25,000 anniversary present is missing from my wrist, she's going to get suspicious. She's going to think I had a Highland fling. Right, I say, my mind racing. It's just that the lab will be closed by now. Fletcher's face flushes. He takes another swig of his 25-year-old Macallan whiskey. Look, son, I spent $20 million on your company last year, so you'll come up with something. I know you will. Our conversation is taking place in the hotel lobby, in the Thistlebank Hotel, in a full view of the receptionist and a cluster of tired-looking Japanese tourists waiting to check in. No one can get past Fletcher. I can feel their eyes burning into me. I try to think of a way to get Fletcher's bloody watch out of that lab at 7 o'clock on a Friday night. I can't call Peter Miller. He's in America. And Bruno, he'll be well down his second bottle of red by now. Then I think, yes. Britta, I exclaim. Bless you, says a high-pitched voice. It belongs to Ellen. She's edging past me in reception. I decide I need to call Britta Miller. Phoenix Pharma is still very much a family concern, and Britta is a Swiss national whose family is totally immersed in all things pharma. holds as much sway, if not more, than Peter Miller himself. I know she's about because Bruno told me that she's spending the weekend with her family at the hunting lodge. I take my phone out my pocket and I nod at Fletcher. I'll sort it. That's more like it, says Fletcher. He sneers at me and then turns to waddle after Ellen, freeing up the Japanese logjam. Ellen, wait up! I watch him put an unwelcome arm around her shoulder. We're all going back to that vault of death tonight. Yeah, right, Ellen flicks his arm away. But first, continues Fletcher, Phoenix Farmer is going to buy us the most expensive single malt we can find. I watch him push his way at the bar. I feel my neck flush red with rage. Ellen eases away from him and catches my sleeve. Don't let that asshole bully you, she says. Nah, it's no problem. Really? I lie. I take it you know his background, she continues. It was like I'd noticed her for the first time, clutching a taupe cashmere cardigan. She's dressed in a silk bottle green dress that clings to her slim frame like a second skin. Her eyes glint with a kind of maleficence. I'm trying to work out if she's playing me or helping me. She shakes her head and checks herself. What's so funny? I ask. You are, she says. You don't even know his pedigree, his background. I don't follow. He's mixed up with the mob, big time, she continues. The mob? I'm trying to process this nugget of information while flicking through a contact list on my mobile. Since when are the mafia mixed up pig farming? Her eyes widen. No one could ever prove it and live, she says. I know people who say he's taken care of a few business rivals personally. Well, that's just great. One minute you say, don't let him bully me, and the next thing you're telling me he's a killer. She shrugs and says, take your pick. I watch her wander after the big American. My sense of urgency jumps up several notches as I dial a number. A lady's voice answers. Yes. Hello, Britta. It's John McShane here. She's immediately defensive. Peter's in America. I move further away from the noisy bar and almost bump into Reese. I point apologetically to the mobile against my ear and nod him towards the bar. I know he is, Britta. I'm sorry to disturb you, but I wonder, I continue, if you could do me a big favour. The words sorry and but cancel each other out, McShane. What kind of favour? I feel a wave of trepidation wash over me. I shouldn't have called her. It's Jenny's 5th birthday today, she whispers, as if the little girl is standing right beside her. We came up to the lodge to get some mother and daughter time together, without interruptions. Great. Now what do I do? There's a problem with one of the special visitors, Harry Fletcher. I know who he is, snaps Britta. What's wrong? He's left a very expensive watch in the research lab, and he's demanding that I go back in and get it. Security will put it in the safe, says Britta. We'll post it. Sorry, Britta, I've tried that one already. He's not wearing it, if you see what I mean. In a forced whisper, she says, I thought Peter hired you for your people skills. I feel sick. That's it. I'm a goner. He's threatening $20 million of business if we don't sort this out right now. What an arse, says Britta. So where's Bruno? Security won't let you in without Bruno. I should have phoned Bruno back, but now I'm in too deep. He's had too much to drink, Britta. It's Friday. I cup the mobile and scan the bar. There's a long silence before Britta sighs and says, I'll meet you at the security gates at 8. Thanks, Britta. That's Mrs. Miller to you, she says. The line goes dead. I'm still worried about this parasite, or whatever it is that Bruno's developed, and I feel bad because I've dropped him in it with Britta. I look across at the bar and pick out Ellen. She's with Fletcher, whose back's to me. She turns and looks me straight in the eye. She takes her forefinger and traces it slowly across her throat, like I'm a goner. Looks like it might be Fletcher's next hit. It also looks like we're going back to the chamber of death.